Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Motivational Journey. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to say might change the way you look at people, peace, and purpose forever. Not everyone who starts with you is meant to finish with you. Some will walk into your life and leave memories. Others will walk out and leave lessons. And the day you understand that truth, the day you stop chasing people who were never meant to stay, that's the day you reclaim your peace, your purpose, and your power. See, people come and go. That's not something to be angry about. That's just life. Some are chapters, not the entire story. Some are teachers, not lifelong companions. And if you spend your life crying over who left, you'll never see who you're becoming. The most important relationship you will ever have is the one with yourself. Because when everyone else is gone, you remain. You're the one who faced the storms. You're the one who carried the pain. You're the one who kept standing when nobody believed you would. People will cheer for you today and forget you tomorrow. They'll promise forever and disappear overnight. They'll say they care, and then vanish when things get tough. But you wake up inside your own mind every single day. You know what it took to survive, to rebuild, to rise. So why would you give that power away? Why let your worth depend on those who were never meant to stay? Because here's the truth. When you stop chasing people and start focusing on yourself, everything changes. You stop begging for attention and start commanding respect. You stop running after validation and start walking in purpose. Because energy never lies. When you know your value, you don't have to prove it. When you walk in peace, you don't have to explain it. Focusing on yourself isn't selfish, it's sacred. It's not about ego, it's about evolution. It's about saying, I may lose people, but I refuse to lose myself. Every time you pour your energy into someone who's not meant for you, you drain the power that could have been building your future. Understand this. Not everyone is meant to understand your path. Not everyone will celebrate your rise. Not everyone will believe in your dream. And that's okay, because your path is yours alone. The ones who truly belong will meet you at your level of peace, not drag you back into your pain. So if you're in that season right now, the one where people are leaving, where friendships are fading, where love feels distant, don't panic. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. You're not being abandoned. You're being aligned. The universe is clearing distractions so you can finally see you. Let go of what's gone. Give your energy to what's growing. You. Because at the end of the day, no matter who comes or goes, you remain. And that's where your focus belongs. When you start prioritizing yourself, you'll realize how much energy you wasted trying to keep others comfortable. You'll see how often you sacrificed your peace just to be accepted, and then it hits you. You've been pouring from an empty cup, waiting for someone else to refill it. But no one can do that for you. Peace doesn't come from others, it comes from you. Protect your energy like it's sacred, because it is. Your peace isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. And once you start protecting it, everything that doesn't align will start to fall away. You'll notice who was there for your light and who was there for your fuel. You'll see who showed up for connection and who showed up for convenience. And yes, that realization will hurt. But it's also your freedom. Because when you stop depending on others to complete you, you start becoming whole on your own. Focusing on yourself isn't about isolation. It's about awakening. It's about coming home to who you are without the noise of opinions, judgments, and comparisons. When you look inward, you stop reacting and start responding. You stop waiting for validation because, deep down, you already know your worth. You just needed silence to hear it. Every time someone walks away, don't chase. Redirect that energy toward your goals, your discipline, your mental peace, your spiritual growth. Because the more you invest in yourself, the less you fear losing others. True security doesn't come from who stays. It comes from who you've become. It's easy to get lost in who's watching, who's judging, who's talking about you. But none of that defines you. Your growth does. Your consistency does. Your peace does. Detach from what doesn't serve your evolution. Not everything deserves your reaction. Not everyone deserves your access. Because every time you focus on who left, you take your eyes off the person still standing. You. People will come and go in waves. Some bring light, others bring lessons. A few will leave silence that teaches more than their words ever could. But through every storm, your focus must stay steady. You can't control who stays or who leaves, but you can control how you respond. You can choose not to beg. You can choose not to break. You can choose to stand tall in your truth. When you focus on your growth, your life begins to transform quietly. You'll feel lighter, calmer, more centered. Because losing people doesn't mean losing yourself. It means gaining space for better energy. You'll stop accepting half-effort connections. You'll start demanding the same loyalty you give. You'll respect your time, your emotions, your peace, and you'll never allow anyone to disrupt it again. You don't have to explain your healing. You don't have to justify your distance. Silence isn't weakness. It's strength. The ones who truly belong in your life will respect that silence. They'll value your growth instead of fearing it. Until then, your only job is to protect your peace. Because when you focus long enough, you realize you never lost anyone. You lost distractions. And in losing them, you found clarity. You found purpose. You found you. Now listen. At some point, you must master the art of emotional detachment, not to become cold, but to stay balanced. Detachment isn't indifference. It's awareness. It's knowing that your peace cannot depend on someone else's behavior. No matter how much you care, you cannot control their loyalty, their effort, or their truth. You can only control yours. Detachment begins with acceptance. Acceptance that not everyone will understand your heart. That some connections end without closure. That every season demands a new version of you. The more you fight that, the more you suffer. The moment you stop clinging, you start healing. You stop asking, why did they leave? And start asking, what did this teach me? That's where your power begins. When you detach emotionally, your mind becomes lighter. You stop replaying memories. You stop needing closure. Because closure isn't something you get from others. It's something you give yourself. You stop chasing understanding from people who were never meant to see your depth. You just breathe, let go, and move forward in quiet confidence. Because peace doesn't need an audience. It needs maturity. To stay centered, you must learn to observe your emotions without letting them control you. Feel deeply, but don't drown. Care genuinely, but don't lose your identity in the process. You can love people and still let them go. You can forgive and still walk away. That's emotional mastery, the ability to stay kind but unshaken, to stand tall in the storm and not lose your balance. That strength is built every time you choose peace over reaction, every time you walk away instead of arguing, every time you stay calm instead of proving your point. Your calm is more valuable than being understood. Your silence is more powerful than your explanation. Because when you trust yourself, you stop needing to prove yourself. You begin to understand that your worth was never tied to attention or approval. It was always in your truth. People may come and go, but your peace remains. Situations may change, but your stability stays. That's what self-focus truly means. Building a foundation so strong that nothing can shake it every time you catch yourself overthinking or worrying. Bring your focus back to now. Remind yourself that what's meant for you will never make you chase it. Your energy is too valuable to waste on what's temporary. Withdraw that energy. Reinvest it into your growth, your purpose, your strength. Learn to stand alone without feeling lonely. Because solitude isn't emptiness. It's empowerment. It's where you reconnect with your rhythm, your intuition, your truth. That's where you realize peace isn't found in people. It's found in presence. When you build inner stability, people's absence doesn't break you anymore. You stop taking rejection personally. You stop interpreting silence as loss. You understand that life moves in cycles, and none of them can take your peace unless you let them. That's the real power of detachment, peace in impermanence. As you evolve, your reactions slow down. Your patience deepens. Your focus sharpens. You stop rushing. You stop forcing. You just allow, because you finally trust timing. When you reach that level, you move differently. You speak with calm confidence. You act with quiet strength. You walk through chaos untouched, not because life got easier, but because you got stronger. You built a foundation that no rejection, no silence, no departure can shake. Detachment isn't about caring less. It's about caring wisely, because when you learn to protect your energy without apology, you become unstoppable. You stop living at the mercy of who comes and goes, and start living in alignment with who you're becoming. That's where true freedom begins, when your peace is no longer negotiable. Focusing on yourself isn't about isolation. It's about elevation. It's realizing that peace isn't something you find. It's something you create every day, through clarity, discipline, and self-awareness. When you choose focus, you stop scattering your energy across distractions. You start guarding your time, your thoughts, your space, because every moment of distraction costs you alignment, and every moment of discipline moves you closer to peace. True focus is being so rooted in your values that no storm can uproot you. Stillness isn't weakness, it's control. It's where you respond with awareness instead of emotion. It's where your intuition grows louder and your direction becomes clear. Emotional discipline means not every feeling deserves a reaction. Not every thought deserves attention. That's how you build confidence. The kind that no one can take away. Peace is built through repetition, through every boundary you protect, every chaos you walk away from. Every time you choose progress over approval, you strengthen your power. Growth isn't perfection. It's persistence. It's becoming the person who no longer gets lost in distractions. It's choosing patience over reaction, silence over argument, calm over chaos. Because the clearer your purpose, the calmer your mind. When you know your mission, you stop worrying who approves. That's when you become unshakable. Your vision becomes stronger than your emotions. To stay aligned, stay loyal to your growth. Face your patterns. Break your cycles. Take full responsibility for your healing, because that's where your power lives. You stop blaming. You start building. Your worth was never meant to be measured by who stayed. It's proven by how you rise. When you live from that truth, nothing external can disturb you. You move through life with calm conviction, not because you have all the answers, but because you're at peace with the journey. And when you reach that level of awareness, everything changes. You attract peace instead of drama. You attract clarity instead of confusion. You attract people who match your frequency. You stop chasing happiness. You create it. You stop searching for peace. You become it. Because once you know who you are, no loss can break you, no silence can shake you, no rejection can define you. You rise calmly. You move quietly. You grow powerfully. Because your foundation is no longer made of people. It's made of peace. Let people come and go. Let situations begin and end. Let the noise fade. Because what's meant for you will never pass you by. You don't have to chase what's aligned. It will align naturally. You don't have to prove your worth. You live it. The most powerful thing you can ever do is protect your energy and focus on you. When you do, you stop existing for approval and start living with purpose. Once you know who you are, once you've built peace inside, nothing can shake you. You'll walk through this world with grace, knowing that what's meant for you will stay, and what's not will fade. Because that's what freedom really is. Not control, but trust. Not chasing, but flowing. Not proving, but becoming. So protect your peace, honor your purpose. And remember this one truth. People come and go, but you remain. And the one who remains deserves your energy, your focus, your belief. Nurture that person. Build that strength. Guard that peace. Because when you finally make yourself your priority, you become unstoppable. Not because life stops changing, but because you stop losing yourself in the change. So keep walking forward. Keep building yourself. Stay calm. Stay strong. Stay focused. Because when you focus on you, everything meant for you will always find its way.